going to go ahead and bring up the first performer for the evening. Pardon me, I don't have my glasses. I've known this man a long time, and I'm really honored to simply bring him up in this capacity tonight. So he hosts the Jam Before the Slam at the Mercury Cafe. If you've ever been there and seen that, I'm certain you've dug it. Seth is also the author of A Black Odyssey and the absurdist satire, A Perfect Stranger. His mission has long been to make poetry more palatable to general audiences. So give him a warm welcome up here to the stage this evening. Thank you.
'Twas a most uncertain time of year, the mind of Mistress Nature not yet clear. The third craggy month well into its march, still hoary-handed winter held cold watch, while budding breasts nipped and tickled the air. Young spring's burgeoning bosom held firm against the frosty grasp of winter, gnarled and bent on chilling all verdant aspiration, till sun smiled on winter's perspiration, and warmer winds bade the cold old man repent. Two forms did perch on yonder rocky slope, Mr. Death and Madam Love, with force of words did grope to ascertain which of them might be the stronger, as if victor were he who talked loudest, or she who talked longer, which gave resolution, scarcely a hope. "Men fear me," bawled Death as he stroked his bristled beard. "Have not shrines and mausoleums in my honor appeared? Pyramids and yards where gravestones congregate. The world doth mourn the victim's death hath ate. I must be the stronger, for I the most am feared. Besides," continued Death, who cleared his scratchy throat, "my spell is permanent. Once dead, that's all she wrote." "Your spell is hardly permanent." Love fluffed her hair and scoffed. "What dies becomes reborn. Life rewinds its clock. Ignorance alone doth fear to don death's cloak. Now my spell is such sweet nectar many crave, while others run post-haste, thinking to flee most brave. Still they fall, one by another, bewitched. The hide and seek of hearts, mind, and souls a-twitch, gladly or sadly, they're all rung through my maze. Half the world, mostly the fairer sex, would fain give all for love, such do I perplex. And the other half, though wise or strong and handsome, will once or twice submit, a weak-kneed Samson, deliriously content, crippled by my hex." But Death would not concede to love the greater might. They argued all the day and through the wide-eyed night. When dawn awoke, the two were at it still. The sun, warned by the moon, did near avoid the hill, while birds, from lack of sleep, took drowsy flight. When all at once love paused, a comma in mid-phrase, a noise, a shadow, a figure roamed the dew-dropped haze. It stopped on edge of deadly precipice, hair slapped by wind, eyes tired, cold, adrift. A poet, she surmised, by his blank, moronic gaze. Let's ask the yonder poet to resolve this matter square. Why, poets have sung love's praises since days that form the years. To ask the poet, death did readily agree. Certain love would now, surely, finally, irrevocably see that poets above all else the knelling toll revere. Fair poet, called one. Noble sir, the other said. A word or two, they crooned. Give us pause, let known your head. Opine for us your thoughts on blissful love. What think ye, sir, of death, life's darker dove? What words on matters weighty can your wisdom shed? Our poet gazed up slowly, and quickly he divined the eternal struggle twixt these conquerors of time. Love, who made mere minutes stretch eternal, and death, condemning time to his dark infernal, each wishing the other negated in clever rhyme. Love is magnificent poison, the poet then began. It puts death to boredom, gives purpose a helping hand. For me, to live or die did once but seem the same, till love blew sweet kisses and whispered a fair-skinned name. And suddenly to live was something great and grand. Love is a rich adventure, savory, delicious, where hearts become foolish, delusion nutritious. Not fettered by temporal uncertainty, we glimpse in that other our bond with infinity. Though soon enough we feel stifled, possessive, suspicious. But death is a lover too, the kindest of lovers, though love and life think him cruel. Where love fades, death's firm grip holds on, and where love hurts, in death, all pain is gone. The illusions of love in elusive death stay true. But where be love without doom, or doom devoid of love? Here the poet paused and scanned the clouds above. Hearing not a peep from love or death, he sighed and took a deep breath, envying the flight of yonder unquestioning doves. Where be love without fear death might erase it, he ventured on. Where be love if dark doom could not encase it? True love must now and then become reborn. The old must die, that a new love on. 'Tis love's sweet duel with death that leads us to embrace it. And death, where be your hand if love could touch no man? 'Tis loss of loved ones and being loved gives weight to your harsh hand. Otherwise, here or gone, 'twould be the same. 'Tis our loss of loved ones that be your horrific gain. Why else fear we to nestle below your sand? With that, the poet paused and bowed his head. With running leap over the edge, his nimble figure sped. But as towards bottom his body came, he whispered, then shouted a female name. Thus love and death in his final act were wed. Now Mr. Death and Madam Love both shook their puzzled heads, believing not a single word the clever poet said. But as they left, they did admit that this one sure could spew and make it rhyme. He must have been well read. All right, thank you, and thank you all for being here. In addition to writing poetry, I also write fiction, and I happen to have published a novel by the title of The Perfect Stranger, and if you don't mind, I'd like to close my set by reading something in that. As Matt mentioned, it's an absurdist satire, and that means there's a lot of crazy things that go on in it, but it's also stuffed with satirical commentary, and I'm just going to read a small section of it. The story takes place in an unnamed town, and in this town, the social groups are the upper class are called Brittlebombs, the middle class is called Would-Bees, and the lower class are called Dregs. And each of these groups have sent several candidates to run for city council. But city council is decided in this town through a turkey shoot. And so this scene sort of gives you the rules of the turkey shoot. The three characters involved are first Professor Major Lieutenant General Armstrong Cody, who happens to be the dean of Academy I and Gladiator U. And then Philkin Grimspoon, who is a would-be, and the town's leading liberal candidate. But he's been getting a lot of funds, a lot of support. And the final character is Buck Smollett. Buck happens to be a military cadet at Gladiator U, and he's also the son of the town's richest banker, so his pockets are always filled with loose change. And this little section that I'm going to read begins right after a intern assistant has given the candidates a short history of the turkey shoot. Upon concluding her report, the voluptuously plump Rosie Guile collected her papers. Standing beside her, Professor Major Lieutenant General Armstrong Cody rubbed his bullet as he balanced precariously on his tiptoes. Surrounding the pair were the 21 aspiring candidates competing for the 7 seats on our city council. Ollie Garkey Jr., the 14th, stood most prominent among them, due partly to his glowing galaxy of acne, partly to his commanding girth, but mainly because of the 3 boxes of donuts he generously shared with others competing on the Brittlebomb ticket. The Honorable Clarence Sales cordially grabbed 2 of the powdered variety, while Admiral War on Peace opted for one dipped in chocolate caramel, lightly coated with chopped nuts. Alongside his fellow candidates, Buck Smollett stood unsmiling, coins falling from his pockets each time he sat, rose, turned, or bent nervously to retie a combat boot. Thus, the man-child was surrounded by many a would-be and drug candidate vying for the quarters, dimes, and nickels landing amongst them. Standing nearest the professorial general was Philkin Grimspoon, his pockets stuffed with greenbacks, protruding like so much lettuce on an open-faced BLT sandwich. Dressed in military fatigues, brandishing a riding whip, Professor Cody thanked Ms. Guile for her stimulating presentation, patting her on the buttocks and rubbing his bullet as he watched her sashay away. Commanding the others to follow, he led the entourage down the Tower of Power and into the stadium, stopping at its perimeter. He about faced between 2 of the 21 bullet boxes lining the arena. "Each of you will be stationed at one of these," he explained, pointing with his whip. After citing the booth's dimension and its distance from the farthest point within the shooting range, he cautioned the candidates on the illegality of killing a fellow citizen for no good reason, even a Canaan, dimlet, or one of those dang diphthongs. "Fortunately," he added, "our laws have provided scores of perfectly good reasons for killing those most of us wouldn't mind doing without. Some reasons are, of course, sanctioned by our city charter, some etched in erasable ink in the margins of the good book, others merely in current fashion to fall out of favor should some pleading heart liberal start bellyaching so as to gain a few points with the least likely to vote populace among us. His cold eye cocked on Filk and Grimspoon's direction, the professor smacked his whip against the booth. Momentarily distracted, the politician failed to feel the general pluck a few more bills from the lawyer's back pocket. Each of you shall be allotted 3 stone throwers or stoners, the professor general continued, lifting a sample stone from one of several buckets and rubbing it to demonstrate its smoothness. Each stoner shall be provided an endless supply of these to toss at your chosen turkeys so as to flush them out of hiding. As you can see, the general pointed to the arena, to make things more challenging, we've added numerous barriers for your turkeys to hide behind. In addition to the swing, slides, and monkey bars our cadets use during recess, the stadium has been strewn with tree stumps, cardboard boulders, used baby carriages, women's see-through lingerie, marked-down furniture, and a few senile residents from a nearby nursing home, these volunteering to serve as decoys. Your stoners serve 2 purposes, the professor explained further. First, to get your turkeys to come out of hiding. That way you can get a clearer shot. More importantly, to get your turkey to curse. Curse you, curse Pup, curse this Macropolis. It doesn't matter. Any curse, a perfectly justifiable reason to blow their gonads off. Any questions? After fielding several questions, most involving directions to the restrooms, the professor general led the candidates to a shooting rink. Along a waist-high parapet were numerous cap guns, carbines, and high-caliber rifles, an economy-sized Gatling gun, an AK-747, an automatic M19, several hand grenade launchers, a sawed-off double-barreled bazooka, and a handheld nuclear device with optional circus cannon attachment. As in any true democratic society, the professor stated, he or she with the greatest one gets first dibs on choosing a weapon. Be sure to bring plenty of cash. Promissory notes, as I'm sure you are all aware, won't cut it. Yes, Mr. Grimspoon. I was wondering, Professor, do you by any chance have any literature, something with pictures perhaps, indicating the best place to shoot a turkey so as not to kill but merely maim severely? Excellent question, the professor conceded, one hand patting the lawyer's shoulder, the other relieving the politician of more lettuce. Bear in mind, maiming earns the least amount of points. A clean kill earns you half a point. Blowing a turkey to smithereens is a full point. You maim a turkey and an opponent finishes him off, you forfeit that quarter point. Most importantly, you lose a point if your target is not heard to clearly curse. Of course, even if they yell ouch, that counts as an expletive. These rules may seem arbitrary, gentlemen, but they are based on a thorough knowledge of social history. History has proven over and over that the more repressed, abused, and humiliated a people, the more frustrated, hopeless, and hate-filled they become. Thus, the more likely they resort to violence, crime, and other passive-aggressive antisocial behaviors, giving us even more justification to shoot them down like turkeys. Confident he had made his point, Professor Cody encouraged the candidates to sample each weapon. The practice rink was soon swarming with squirrels, marmots, and groundhogs who had volunteered to strap on roller skates and serve humanity by becoming rapid-moving, ricocheting targets. When the last marmot lay gasping for breath, condemned to die of slow radiation, the professor general stared directly at Grimspoon, then at Buck. Remember, gentlemen, killing is not a privilege. It's not a right, it's a privilege. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. I'll mention that my website is wagingart.com, so if you want to find out about both my poetry collection and my novel, you can go to wagingart.com. Thank you, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Hello, hello. In case you didn't hear, I'm a musician, if you couldn't guess. So I'm going to be playing some songs new and some songs old as well. I'm going to be starting off with a tune that came out on my latest EP, Shame Spiral. That came out in January. I wrote this song after I was working at a hotel as an AV technician. My degree is in audio engineering, so you'd think it'd be a match made in heaven, but it wasn't. It was terrible. I hated that job. I thought that if I could become another person, I could fix all these flaws about myself and fit in with the rest of society. That was bullshit. It wasn't true. So I got this song out of it, though. Let's take a listen. Not that one.
quite so bad. Now I look around, I'm just not fair. But it's fine, I guess, with some tweaks involved. New masculinity, that is the way for me. Oh, it's pretty good, but perfect. Can't you see I another me? It's always been all askew. Can't you see I another
Thank you. So, my music project name is Astin, which is just my name, but I'm not up here alone today. I've got some help with me. So, over here behind me, I've got Gerard. Everybody say hi, Gerard. Over there we got Ethan. Let's bang it down for us on the bass. Ethan's a recent addition. He learned these songs starting about, 3 days ago? Nice job, Ethan. All right, so, quick poll. We got any flat earthers in the room? Moon landing deniers? Hardcore evangelical Christians? Anti-vaxxers, nothing? All right, good. This next song dunks on you guys pretty hard, so I want to be sure. This is called The Information Drain. Thank you. Our time together this evening is short, but we are going to make the most of it. So I don't have to cram it at the end. I'm going to tell you all where you can find me online. So once again, my name is Astin. You can find me on Instagram at Astin Guitar. That is ASTINGUITAR. And you can find all the other places I am on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, MySpace, Reddit, Dig, at least some of those. And yeah, let's see. I've got one more for you here. And this one bit more of a personal one for me. My dad immigrated to the United States from El Salvador in the 1980s. But my mom, thank you, Gerard. My mom was born and raised in Colorado, so I've got a bit of a dichotomy there. I grew up with some of those Salvadorian traditions and not others, so I can't speak Spanish, but I know a lot about other things. It's a weird thing that I could talk forever about, and so I wrote a song instead. This one is called The Wooden Window. I can't see forward. Words sound like noise. It's making me corner. I have no voice. I can't go back home. It's unknown. The wooden window. Ancestors obscure. Languages misunderstood. Culture abandoned. Intrinsic unexamined. Who is this person? Where is the place they call home? No one is certain. Sights obscure in the unknown. What am I seeing? Shapes intertwined. They're not approving. I'm left behind. I can't go back home. It's unknown. The wooden window. Ancestors obscure. Languages misunderstood. Culture abandoned. Intrinsic unexamined. Who is this person? Where is the place they call home? No one is certain. Sights obscure in the unknown. It is a colonizer's native language. What's the point? Maybe if I learn it, I'll finally break the wooden window. Who is this person? Where is the place they call home? No one is certain. Sights obscure in the unknown. Who is this person? Where is the place they call home? No one is certain. Sights obscure in the unknown. Thank you so much. Once again, my name is Astin. Thank you to Gerard and Ethan for helping out. Thank you to Seth. Stay tuned for Diego Flores, Scott Lofquist, and of course, Cipriano. Good night, everybody.
Scott is a Colorado native. Scott is a Colorado native. There he is. If you don't believe me, he's right there. He has been writing songs since he was 13. He is a professional luthier. For 37 years, his songs deliver joy and melodic excitement. You can quote me on that.
Let me see where my. I think I put my set list there.
More?
He helps me build my guitar.
Hey, so apparently, yeah, it wasn't the end of the world or anything, right? Yeah. No. Morning has arrived. Open your eyes and realize what's been going on all along. You've been falling in love. Yes, the new day has arrived. And like a mist, those disappointing dreams Well, how could there be meaning if it all doesn't mean something? Yeah, what about true feeling? Isn't this real? Isn't this just about everything? And look at that sunrise, well, isn't it beautiful? And if you wanna hold my hand, wanna look into my eyes, well, go ahead, honey, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Now your dreamer has arrived, still rubbing stardust out of my eyes, because I want to see you clearly. So you want a few little moonbeams? Go ahead, get some. They're for free. Yeah, you want a few little stardust sky things? Scoop some up there on me. Yeah, you want a few little moonbeams? Go ahead, take all you like. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, because morning has arrived. See? Just make it through the night. That's all you gotta do. Okay. I want to give you everything. I've got everything. Everything. I've got everything. Yeah, everything. Everything blue. Yeah. Now when baby. Well, ain't that what a lover's supposed to do? And when you're close to me, honey, I wanna get right up close to you. I wanna kiss you, darling, like this. Oh, how else am I supposed to show you everything? Oh, yeah, everything. Oh, there you go. Everything. Oh, everything. Everything blue. Now I want to tell you everything. Yes, I've got to tell you everything. But all I've got is this. It's a teensy tiny little song. Yeah, all I've got is this. It's a bitsy teensy tiny little ditty of a song. Show you, yeah, to give you, to tell you everything, everything, oh, blue, everything. Thank you. Okay, so this one was inspired by my own daughter, who really got into like, well, you'll understand. Well, now, what makes you so sweet now, honey? How come you taste so sweet? What makes you so sweet? Well, it must be your love. How come you're so sweet? What makes you so doggone sweet? How come you're so sweet? Well, it must be your love. all just a little bit too much. Yeah. And then when we kiss, well, it always ends up like this. Oh, yeah, and I guess that's why you're so sweet. Oh, why you taste so sweet. Oh, why you're so doggone sweet. Well, it must be. Well, it must be. Well, it must be your love. Thank you very much.
Looking for some stuff. Diggo is a poet, an artist, a musician. I don't see the humor in that thing. Drum roll, please. Anyhow, but seriously, folks, born and raised in Denver. Slipping into the twilight zone here. Okay, this is a trio. Count them all. This is a trio assembled of soul jazz with roots, feelings, and contemporary thought. They're ready to go, and so am I.
How's everybody feeling tonight? Yeah, I'd love to hear that. songs are made of these symphonies that are played to me in my sleep. Backwards, so it seems. So we sew these seams of reality, something that we believe, something that's meant to be. I went away to a place so far away. I forgot my own name. I went away. I went away. Where did I go? Where did I go? Where did I stay? What did I say? Oh. went away. I went away, so far away. I did not know my own face. I said I went away. I went away. All right, y'all. I'd like to introduce the band. Over here we got my boy, man from another planet, Aaron Marfizo, on the keys. Make lots and lots of noise for this man here. In the back, we got that boy thumping in the back, Zachary Light. Make some noise for Zachary Light in the house, y'all. We are the Cosmos Smiths. Smithing the cosmos everywhere that they give. So it seems we sow those seams in between these dreams that we believe them to be. So, thanks. That's our time. We appreciate each and every one of you.
Cipriano is a three-piece low rock trio, 2-string slide bass, tenor sax, and drums, using elements of the blues, jazz, and rock. They make a whole new sound unlike anything you've ever heard. Their debut EP, Cipriano, A Whole New Low, is now available for sale on Bandcamp and on CD. If you're interested in purchasing a CD, they are available for sale after the show tonight. These guys are ready to rock, and I'm ready to watch it. And I just can't wait. You know, I'm like up here tonight, so looking forward to going that.
Not
extra
used to being
step.
in two places at once, right?
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing out there? Just want to thank MCA Theater and everybody involved, Astin Lopez, Diego Florez and his band, Scott Lofquist, my good friend. Y'all ready to get low tonight? Squid's Madden on the tenor saxophone. Vitaly Minielo on the wonderful drums. Then there's a little old me, Cipriano, on the 2-string slide bass. Thanks to Scott Lofquist and myself for putting this one together. So we got some limited time, so I'm just gonna get right to it. Gents ready? Okay. 2, 3. Is it too much to ask? Why you look away? No one seems to stay. You go and turn away. Is it something I say that makes you look away? Is it too much to ask? Why you give me the shaft? I don't really mind it. I don't really mind it, not at all. You asked me out one night to try and get away, but you didn't come. And you didn't stay. I guess I don't mind. I don't have the time. This is just a boy, and I ain't your whore. I don't really mind it. I don't really mind it, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Thank you so very much. That one's on our EP. For sale for $10. She comes into the bar, jet black hair worn down. She looks like paradise, it seems so nice. She tastes of cigarettes and nights of regrets, a made up disguise of cigarettes and lies, cigarettes and lies. Nights of regrets, cold hot sex. Pour me another drink so I don't have to think. I pay off the tab and hail us a cab. Apartment 303 is where we'll be, where we'll be. Nights of regrets, cold hot sex. Pour me another drink so I don't have to think. No, I don't have to nights of regrets, cold hot sex. Pour me another drink so I don't have to think. No, I don't have to think. No, 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 I don't have to think. No, 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 I don't have to think. Thank you so very much. Yes, indeed, yes. Get Low with Cipriano. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. someone though. I like to please. Tried to get a loan, talked to the teller, some of Chris loan. Guess I better work hard for what I need. Might as well be someone though. Then I got a job with an awful slum. She was a greedy pig, said a big pig. Guess I better work hard for what I need. Might as well be someone though. I like to please. Thank you so very much. That one is called I Like to Please. And you want to skip this other one, right? All right, we'll go into this other one. So Vitaly, we're going to No More, just so you know. Brought a flowers on Christmas Day, made it feel so nice. Brought her chocolates on Easter Sunday, but she tasted nice. Blonde, black and blue, no matter what you do, it's still the same on the inside, the same on the inside. I'll build you a stage for the limelight. I'm in your corner, honey, I'm on your side. No one can hurt you, darling. receipts. It's time to return. Saddle's on the corner. She's looking to earn. Oh. Hit it. Thank you very much. I once called no more. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I could die. She will not reply. Sent it at 2:45, and I won't let this lie. She will not reply. She will not reply. And I don't like her tricks. Please, baby, can you reply? If not, I'll just die. Clock strikes 3, it's time to go on train to Mexico. Guess I should let this go. Catch the train to Mexico. One more thing before I do. Send this text off to you. dog on this train. Got me sick, got me drained. Since she will not reply, lovesick dog's gonna die. Lovesick dog is what I am. Just reply on Instagram. It's a nice selfie, I like it a lot. Yeah, baby, you know that you're real hot. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad. Block me. Yeah, she blocked me. I'll make another account. I'll make another account. It's so easy these days to stay in touch. Let's stay in touch. Let's stay in touch. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. If you want to stay in touch, give us a follow at Cipriano Band. That's CIPRIANOBAND. All right, they're going to jam. I got a tune down here. Squid's Madden on the tenor saxophone, everyone. Vitaly Miniello on the drums. All right. We can go even lower now. sunny side, sunny side, sunny side. Sunny side, sunny side, sunny side, sunny side. Sunny side, oh. Earl Grey, Steve St. Louis. Bloom sits in this room. She's quite an appetite. These eggs are running out. But so am I. Guess I feel a little runny from last night. Sunny side, sunny side, sunny side, sunny side. Sunny side, sunny side, sunny side, sunny side, sunny side, oh. Sunny side, sunny side, sunny side, sunny side, oh. Breakfast is served. Thank you all so much. That was called Sunny Side Up. Gotta love those eggs. Tasty. Scrambled over easy, hard boiled. Gotta have a side of ham. Catch an undertow way down below to this seedy town where fish go to drown. There's the loan sharks, sexy mermaids. There's the Siren's Corner, where you can get laid. Oh, casino, casino cove. Just roll the dice, drown in nice. Count on the crowds to call you a cab. I talk to dolphins and fancy fins. Shoot crabs with crabs. Happy as a clam. Oh, casino, casino cove. Just roll the dice, drown in nice. You can count on the crowds to call you a cab. Thank you very much. Join us in Casino Cove. Let's go into I Know You Part 6, but I got a tune for that. Thank you all so much out there. How you all doing? Excellent. All right, squids. Serenade them with something. So to be considerate to our neighbors, we have one more for you. It's a hard 9 o'clock. Well, not too hard, but got one more. We're going to do Palookaville, boys. Stuck in Palookaville, when my life has no thrills. I used to be her number one. Now I'm just a worthless bum. I used to have high class, drank champagne from a glass. In these certain times, hard to say what's really mine. All I have is this guitar, an empty bottle of booze in the bar. I used to be someone. I used to be number one. Now I'm just a woodless bum. Work out on the waterfront. Well, I try not to push my luck. I line cheat all day just so I can run away. I dive into a bottle of booze where there's nothing left. Oh, I say there's nothing left. Oh, there's nothing left to lose. I used to be someone. I used to be number one. Now I'm just a woman's bum. Used to be everybody. Thank you all so much. I love you all, everybody involved in this tonight. Thank you all so much. Vitaly Minielo on the drums, Squid's band on the tenor saxophone. We have CDs for sale. They are $10. We have CDs for sale. They are $10. If you'd like to purchase one, I got some in my bag here, so let me know. Good night, everybody. We love you all.